Hello, everybody, and welcome to another segment of Astrology Answers Weekly Forecast. The week begins on Monday, August the 25th, 2025, and the moon starts the work week on Monday in Virgo. This is a practical, work-oriented sign, so the day starts with focus on getting things done. However, the moon moves to Libra on Monday at 7:08 a.m. Pacific Time. So there can be a shift from being work-oriented to being sociable and fair-minded with airy Libra. Those of you up earlier in the day can get work done with Virgo. Most of the rest of the world gets this energy for Monday. With the moon in Libra, this is energy for cooperation and harmony. Work together and compromise. But this is difficult because once the moon enters Libra, it'll be in opposition or confrontation to restricted Saturn and nebulous confusing Neptune in Aries. This lasts from as soon as the moon enters Libra to about noon Pacific Time. Emotions can be frustrated and blocked, so try to avoid giving in to this. The Libra moon is also making the best flow of energy, which is a try-in aspect to both liberating, progressive Uranus in Gemini and passionate Pluto in Aquarius. All three are in air signs, making them compatible with each other. Uranus and Pluto may push for change and transformation, and this can be a way to deal with the challenging oppositions to Saturn and Neptune. The trines to Uranus and Pluto are in effect as soon as the moon enters Libra, to about 3 p.m. Pacific Time. Monday is a busy day, though, and sociable relational Venus moves into outgoing and romantic Leo at 9:27 a.m. Pacific Time. Venus is love and romance, so being in Leo, this works well for love and relationships. Be playful and extroverted in love. Leo is also really creative, so this energy can also be used for creative projects and pursuits. Venus is going to make the best flow of energy to Saturn at 5:56 p.m. Pacific Time on Monday, with Venus in Leo and Saturn in Aries. Venus and Saturn are working in harmony with this aspect, so it brings stabilizing energy to relationships, partnerships, alliances, cooperation, and diplomacy. It can be helpful for negotiation, contracts, and mediation. Tuesday is another active day, but without all of the challenges of Monday. The moon remains in harmonious Libra, so focus on connecting continues. Venus is the natural ruling planet of Libra, and after moving to Leo on Monday, will make a favorable sextile to inventive Uranus at 1:58 p.m. Pacific Time, and will make a flowing trine to dreamy Neptune at 3:18 p.m. Pacific Time. Venus in harmony with both Uranus and Neptune makes for a lot of compassion, empathy, and understanding, thanks to Neptune, as well as openness to new people, to making changes in commitments, and to being welcoming to all with Uranus. Venus does come into conflict with Pluto in Aquarius at 10:54 p.m. Pacific Time, so the day can wind down with secrets in relationships coming out or creating disharmony, and this can be intense. Pluto is transformational, so consider ways you can use that to improve relations with others. Also, try to keep an open mind, and don't let Pluto close you up. The moon also aligns with assertive Mars at 7:26 a.m. Pacific Time, so from about 6 to almost 9 Pacific Time, watch for high energy and enthusiasm. This can be a good time for taking action, taking the initiative, and moving ahead with a new beginning. At 7:06 p.m. Pacific Time, the moon turns void of course, and the void of course moon means it's not making any aspects to the other planets until it changes into the next sign. The void moon period is a time to slow down, finish what you started, or for reflection and introspection. Wednesday is caught up in the void of course moon, which remains in effect until 6:27 p.m. Pacific Time. The void moon isn't great for launching any new projects because the energy is flat and unproductive. It's better spent being reflective, tying up loose ends, or continuing with something you already began. At 6:27 p.m. Pacific Time, the moon leaves airy Libra and moves into intense Scorpio. Scorpio is passionate and private, so you can focus on uncovering what's been hidden and being productive with passion. It might be a little challenging right away, though, thanks to the moon forming a square or hard angle to Pluto at 10:10 p.m. Pacific Time. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio, so this can bring up some emotional struggles and feelings to end Wednesday. Try to do some soul-searching. On Thursday, the moon continues in powerful Scorpio, maintaining passion and intensity. A big astrological event happens on Thursday with Uranus forming a favorable sextile to Neptune at 5:09 p.m. Pacific Time, and this means progressive Uranus and dreamy Neptune are working very well together. The last time these two were sextile was in 1968, which was quite the year for historical events, and we do seem to be mirroring a lot from that time. But it also brought with it movement toward a more idealistic vision of the future, which is very Uranus sextile Neptune, and this energy will last for about 2 more years. The powerful Scorpio moon continues into Friday and will be at a hard angle to decision-making Mercury at 5:47 p.m. Pacific Time, so communication can get confused by emotions. Try to be more understanding with everyone involved, including yourself, and avoid any concrete decisions if you can. The moon turns void, of course, at that point, at 5:47 p.m. Pacific Time, and the rest of the day can be spent in reflection and introspection. This can be good for sorting through your mind and your emotions and getting extra rest. The moon moves into adventurous Sagittarius on Saturday at 7:04 a.m. Pacific Time. This is optimistic and outgoing lunar energy, and you can be upbeat and ready for fun. Once the moon enters Sagittarius, it'll make the best flow of energy to realistic Saturn and inspirational Neptune, and will sextile transformational Pluto. This energy lasts until about noon Pacific Time. Get inspired with your long-range goals. The moon will also confront rebellious Uranus in Gemini at 9:59 a.m. Pacific Time, so at the same time, there is unexpected energy. Resist being impulsive and impatient. Try working on small changes you can see through quickly to get control over this. At 11:25 p.m. Pacific Time, there will be a new quarter moon phase, the first quarter moon, with the Sagittarius moon square the sun in earthy Virgo. There is a new quarter moon phase every week or so, and this shifts energy for the next week. The first quarter moon is a time for adjustments, to get ready and prepare for the full moon. The next one is actually a lunar eclipse, so this first quarter moon is more important than usual, and you should try to make any adjustments you can to stay on the right track. Sunday comes with the moon continuing in friendly Sagittarius, and it's optimistic, daring, and fiery. Close the week with some adventure, travel, or learn something new. The moon sextiles Mars at 2:53 p.m. Pacific Time on Sunday, so enthusiasm can be high. Use it to be bold. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you next week with the next segment. Until then, be safe and well.